The purpose of our meditation is to know what is happening. And this has to do always with the now, in the here. What is happening here and now? By clearly knowing what is happening, then we know what to do about it or what not to do about it. Then it comes back to the words, the terms that I used yesterday, the object and the objective. What's our goal? What's our purpose? Aim? So this morning I will briefly speak again about the 4 modes of mindfulness that we have seen during these last weeks. Just to situate ourselves where we are in these 4 types of situation. The mind, the consciousness is always aware, always dependent on an object to arise. So what is the object of my mind now? Is it the 5 senses together with these objects? Mostly the mind with its various types of object. So knowing that clearly, we will also be able to evaluate the quality of our mind. Therefore, our objective will be different. In the first case, then we'll have guarding the mind. So sometimes the only thing we have to do when the mind is getting a little bit disturbed or too much challenges by various objects, even by ideas and thoughts, then the only thing we have to do is just to guard the mind, protect the mind. Sometimes the object of our consciousness will be our physical postures, together with the activities in which we are involved. So the objective will be to comprehend, clear comprehension, where we are, what we do, but being seated here in this hall, then we come to be much more aware of the mental activities. What we think, why we think, how we think. What is the purpose of all of these? And can I do something about it, or can I not do something about it? So clearly comprehending with mindfulness will guide us as to what we need to do or not to do. In the case that we are already deeply involved with a specific meditation subject, then our object is the meditation itself, the subject or the object on which it depends. In this case, what is the objective? The objective will be to get the mind concentrated and clear, to get the mind very balanced with the object, and trusting the object so much that there is a complete surrender to the object. In the case that the objects of our observation are just phenomena, physical phenomena, mental phenomena, inside ourselves, outside ourselves, but our attention is so clear, our observation is so close to these phenomena that we see them clearly as they are. And then we understand them just as a process in constant flux, not totally dependent on what we wish them to be. This is the mode of analytical observation that is happening in insight meditation. So that's why knowing clearly about the objects of our mind can guide us to know which mode of mindfulness we need to adopt in a specific situation. And also to know the appropriate distance that we need to create in order not to lose our own balance and clarity of mind. In these last days, we have seen a few mental factors related to the jhana factors, like sustaining, applying, bliss, happiness, and one-pointedness of mind. There are other mental factors also that are happening in any kind of consciousness. But these jhana factors, these mental factors, always happen in relation to the object that is arising in our mind. Therefore, knowing the object clearly brings us to knowing our mind. So we are left to ourselves, and just by these tools we can come to know more and more about the subtleties of our experiences.
Thank you for listening. To learn how you can support the teachers and Dharma Seed continue these offerings, please visit dharmaseed.org/donate.